1,251 days to go on my restricted driving permit until I'm qualified to get fully reinstated for my driver's license in the state of Illinois. So I'm gonna put these little animals, I think like 2 each per bag, maybe 1, in these little bags. Similar to me, this is cool to discover her. She said this a few times in the video, but right now she's saying, I know this sounds all wooey and out there, and that's actually a terminology that Esther Hicks uses. Breakfast: carrots, celery, apple, Ezekiel, sprouted bread, red pepper hummus, roasted, no salt. Actually, I should add some salt to this meal. So I don't want my chair too close to the window in case I leave my window open and it rains. I'm gonna do Sorelle Amore. Is it Sorelle? Sorelle? I like her artisticness. I like her aesthetic. And I wanna just take a look at a video called My Biggest Dream is Finally Coming True, and finally is in all caps, 4x4 off-road adventures. So it's a long title. She gives a preview of what's coming up in the video and what her expectations are for this new chapter of her life. Okay, so about 2 minutes into the 15-minute video, she's establishing what this new chapter of her vlogging is. She's talking about Australia. She's from Australia. She's traveled a lot. She talks about how other parts of the world are seen as more glamorous or adventurous or perhaps better in some way, but she also comments on, you know, the wonderful things that we have are right in front of us, can be, you know, our home or where we came from, and she goes on to show Australia on a map and let us know that she's excited about this new geographic subject, which is part of her new vlogging. She shows a little bit of her. She shows her new vehicle, which is it might be a. I'm not really sure what it is. I think it might be a Toyota Land Cruiser. It has a crank up or a pop up tent. It's very safari adventure looking. She talks about her partner. I don't know if her partner is a guitar, her vehicle, a pet, or an actual partner, a human partner. She's kind of vague about that. Something about him making his appearance. So I don't know what that means. But I like the poeticness of Sorelle Amore. I like her poeticness and her deep thoughts. She talks about 4.5 minutes in, she's talking about a cleanse that she does. She shows the cleanse that she does. She said she's been fasting for 2 weeks. She says she's struggled with thoughts that she doesn't want for the last few years, and she says that she believes that's related to her gut health. That in particular is uh, not something I relate with, but just commenting on what she's sharing and what she's showing here. I would say something that I do relate with is I show my meals. I show a lot of my meals, what I'm eating, you know, my carbs, my protein, my fats. Okay, so I think it is a guy. She's talking about Mr. Handyman. She also showed someone playing the guitar that she showed previous in the video, and I can't tell if it's her hand playing it or the man's hand playing it. So she's creating a little bit of suspense here. Nice. Okay, so she's showing a lot of morning routines like showering. She's talking about their need to keep the battery charged. We do hear the male's voice just say a couple random words in the background. We haven't seen the man yet. Now we're hearing some guitar playing in the background, and Sorelle is singing along to the guitar. So I like that. Something that I have in common with this, with my videos, is I use my music as part of my videos. I don't have to be concerned about copyright with that. Okay, nice. So she is including, next, she went on to a montage of beautiful photos. I have included some photos, but sometimes I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. I just saw a montage of maybe 8 photos, just flashed about a half a second each, long enough to where we could see them, all in her beautiful blue and brown aesthetic. And in one of the photos, we saw the man, and we saw him like with his cap over his face. So we haven't like seen his face yet, but she's inching closer to showing this guy. Fantastic. Okay, so 8 minutes in to the 15 minutes, she's showing a scene. She's saying it's nice to have her companion because he can work on the mechanics of the vehicle, because this tremendous vehicle she has, apparently, you know, she can be out in nature in the middle of nowhere, and it's good to have somebody that knows about vehicles. She's saying, and then they show her. She's showing herself kind of with a chance encounter of some horses that come up to her, and just saying how much she appreciates the chance encounters with nature. I personally love to be in nature. Love, yeah, love what I learn in nature. Um, One interesting thing is that when a person is in the forest, the trees actually give off, I don't know what it's called that they give off, but they give something off that helps a person's innate immune system. So when we're out in a forest, it boosts our immunity. Yeah, her aesthetics are just so amazing. She, in photograph and in video, she captures just wonderful, wonderful things. And I've probably commented on this before, but I believe the reason why blues and browns are her aesthetic is that the sky is often blue. The trees and nature often contains a lot of brown, and you have that's the color palette that you have in nature a lot of times, and I can see how those are her favorite colors. Okay, that's a little new for Sorelle Amore, or at least something that's new to me. She showed her little laptop and some things plugged in, and videoed that, and explained that she was editing. And she showed that in black and white and showed her vehicle in the background. All right, well, 11 minutes in, she sees a porcupine. She runs after it with a shaky camera, and gets some really nice footage of the porcupine, which is fun. Um, so yeah, so I like that. And even with Isabel Page, I discovered Isabel Page recently. Isabel Page, I saw her interviewed, and she said, yeah, she has like extremely polished stuff, And sometimes she just shows this kind of like footage kind of quality stuff as well, and the variety is nice. That also reminds me of Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat says something along the lines of he alternates like weird shot, like a still shot and a moving kind of shot. Or I forget what the three are, but kind of alternating between them. Something that I get from Casey Neistat are like the weird camera angles, you know, whatever that might be, just something unusual. Um, yeah, I learned that in 5th grade also. But yeah, from also Casey Neistat. Nice. Okay, so she's bringing in some drone shots of their campsite and showing a bigger picture of where they're at now, 12 minutes in. So she whispers thank you to Squarespace at the very beginning. And then in some classy white letters, she is doing another mention to Squarespace at the end of the video. She's doing a voiceover and doing some beautiful scenes in the background and some classy lettering to say what she's saying about Squarespace. So she's been talking about Squarespace at the end of the video for a good 30-45 seconds now, and it's a little bit interesting to watch because to explain Squarespace, she's showing her own website on Squarespace, which gives some of her beautiful photographs within it. So it makes it a little bit of an entertainment value with that. All right, cool. So the Squarespace ad ended with just showing her opening up her laptop in her new 4x4 vehicle, apparently to use Squarespace. And she says, thank you for watching, blah, 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 see you in the next video. And that's the end of her video. I ate some of the red bell pepper, but I've got red bell pepper, onion, cheese, tofu, sprouted bread, and low sodium turkey lunch meats. All right, so just by memory, 5 takeaways from the Sorelle Amore video. I would say 1, enjoy whatever aesthetics I want to create, and I like the beauty of doing that, so go for it. 2, yeah, variety of camera angles, shaky, still, weird camera angles. Everyone does that, and in the videos I enjoy watching, I do that as well. 3rd takeaway, something I could do is I could talk about the things that I do and the things that I use. That way, if I ever get an actual product or thing that to sponsor or that sponsors me, then I'll be practiced at how to verbalize that and show that. 4, nature. I love nature. People love nature. That works out. 5, she explains things while also being poetic, and I like that style. And that's the video for today.